Hello again and welcome back to another one. And following a couple of takes in my last video about Eminem's appearance on Sean's album and looking at how things turned out, this was my reaction after listening for the first time before I hit the replay. And before we dive in, hit the subscribe button if this is your first time here and turn on notifications, and find me on social media at ETLifestyle_web. So when Sean announced that Eminem was gonna be on his album, fans were quick to point out that two rappers that talked disrespectfully about Eminem were on the song with him. And we got a couple of hot takes before the release of the song like this: "Sada Baby gonna wash Eminem, rejoice." And some people even went to extremes with their takes, like this one from the last video. "I thought track 19 was gonna be hit, but then I seen the light shade man." Well, the track has dropped now, and the media has joined in on the action following overwhelmingly positive reactions. XXL tweeted, "Yo, Eminem snapped on this Friday night Cypher, no cap, and you should see how the goalpost was moved. It is Eminem, so it's normal to expect something negative even when there's nothing to complain about, like this for instance. Y'all really not listening to the album in chronological order." Another one, "Imagine not listening in order," which gets this response. "For all the people that are screaming why aren't they listening to the album in order, it's a Cypher. It won't ruin or affect the rest of the album. P.S. Eminem ended that song." And another expanded, "It is a Cypher, calm down." And here's a moment for the field predictions.
Oh, dab on them!
Complex reacted to the song with a picture of the Detroit Pistons winning the championship, and you can see Eminem as the head coach, and I must admit they did T Grizzly dirty on this one, but it is what it is. And speaking about Grizzly, some people dropped the anvil on him. T Grizzly tried the beef with Royce and Eminem, then tried to come with a crap verse like that. Chill. And in this case, most agree that they saved the best for last on the song. A user states, "Eminem is too good at this rap thing. He's been for over 2 decades now and has nothing to prove anymore. What he's doing right now, eating up rappers, is just for the love of the sport." And notice how, although this is not the first time Eminem is eating up a feature, the next time we get an announcement of a new Eminem collaboration coming up, people will still doubt on social media and eat crow later. This reminds me of Eminem and Cardi's song that got trashed before it was released, that shut down all the detractors after it dropped, and the same thing happened on Friday night Cypher. And speaking about detractors, Eminem had some bars on the song on how they help him get richer. "Got so many detractors, feels like I'm getting plowed." A play on plowing a field using a tractor to sow seeds, and building on this, detractors are helping Eminem get richer by providing him with infinite content. As Eminem states, "Had to put my money on the diet, I get too many pounds." So essentially, if you're an active detractor, a reverse stan, you're pretty much working for Eminem. A user reacts stating, "Eminem snapped, I don't care bro, I'm not even a stan." And another user expands with, "They need to leave Eminem alone, he belong in the hip hop house top 5. Kendrick Lamar won a Pulitzer Prize with Damn, and Eminem used this to play on how quick he draws his pen to body a bit, and many fans caught the bar. For instance, when I Pulitzer Prize, like Kendrick Lamar. But in all the praise, there's always that one person. M was the worst in my opinion. The stop and go asthma flow ends it for me, dude. It's the user's opinion, but these streets ain't friendly to clowns." And lest I forget, Visionary Music Group, whose roster includes Logic, reacted to Eminem's Logic bar. "I don't think it would be logic to say I'm retiring, shout out to Eminem." And some felt some Detroit rappers on the song didn't put enough effort, a user states. "Just found out there's a plethora of trash rappers from Detroit nowadays, my god." And many have ranked the verses like this. The top 3 verses on Friday night Cypher in order was Eminem, Big Sean, and Royce. And I'll have to throw this one over to you guys, and you could also add a list of the bottom 3 verses, and Hit Boy snapped with the fire beats and switches. Next up today is about 50 Cent, who has been going in on T.I. for the past few hours. 50 Cent started with this. "From the desk of the executive producer of CBS new hit show 24/7, this pretty little light shade brother never made no music harder than me. LOL, but yeah, we can make some money." But 50 didn't stop there, he added, "Bro, your beard is not quite connecting like your music. You do know I did 10 million on the second album too. You just make sure you're at work on time, okay?" And the user reacts, 50, keep your mouth shut. I was a fan, but you've gotten rich and no longer trying. Right? You were a fan indeed. And that gets this response. What else do you want him to do? Run for president? Because the last thing to use to describe 50 is that he's not trying. But I get it, this user was just trying to play on the title of 50's debut album for the likes, that's for sure. Imagine thinking 50's second album is McDonald's level of trash because T.I. couldn't sell that well with any of his albums, but a user does. 50, it doesn't matter how many copies that trash album sold, it is still trash. I mean, McDonald's sells the most burgers, but they are still trash. And 50 dropped more hit on why T.I. will never understand how much better he is than him with this picture. Even if the bee could explain to the fly why pollen is better than crap, the fly would still not understand. But behind all the trolling, 50 is taking advantage of the situation to promote his show, and as you can see, Power this Sunday. So that will be all. What are your thoughts on these topics? Tell us below, like and subscribe if you haven't, and see you on the next one.